下，还没有开。Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Weiheng and eCactus webinar. I'm Annie, the marketing director of Weiheng and eCactus. And I'm thrilled to have you all with us today. We are here to dive into the world of energy storage systems for your home and business. And it's going to be an exciting journey. Let's start by unveiling the mystery of what a true all-in-one system really means and how it can transform the way we store energy for residential, commercial, and industrial needs. We have two outstanding experts today to join us. First up, we have Nico, our UK country manager, who is an absolute genius when it comes to residential energy storage systems. Welcome, Nico.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nico. Glad to see you here.
And of course, we can't forget about Andy, our head of sales technology support, who is a pro at providing top-level solutions for commercial and industrial energy storage. Welcome, Andy.
Hi, everyone.
Now, let's turn our attention to Nico to show the latest home energy storage technology that could potentially change our life.
First of all, thank you very much for your interest about our products. And now let me introduce some detailed information about this device for you. Firstly, from this picture, as you can see, the appearance of this product, it is like a home appliance. Looks like a refrigerator. We call it all-in-one system. And the capacity of this battery has 10 kilowatt hour. So you can see it includes 3 modules. The first module is inverter, which can change the DC to AC. And the 2 at the bottom are both the battery. Each of them has 5 kilowatt hour capacity. So if you want to have the device of 5 kilowatt hour capacity, it just includes 2 modules. So it's very easy and fast to install. This is our most popular product now in UK. Now, more and more people are turning to energy storage systems. There are 4 main reasons why our product can have a big market and can be a perfect choice. And you can see, first of all, in the context of the energy crisis, taking full use of the clean energy, especially the solar system, is very necessary for us to be more environmental friendly. And secondly, we can produce with our product, you will have no perception for the power outage. For example, in America, there are usually some storms or some other extreme weather which can cause the power grid out of. At this time, with a switch time less than 10 milliseconds, the device will continue to supply electricity from the battery systems to ensure your normal life. Thirdly, it is very friendly to the appliances. As we all know that the power from solar panel is not stable. So after DC power comes to our system, it will be converted into AC power. So the quality is improved and it will be more stable. This is why we say it's more friendly to our home appliances. And then it can also help families to maximize their savings. On one hand, because you know that the solar panel can generate power just in the daytime, but at the daytime, people are usually not at home and they don't use much energy, but they want to use electricity at night. So our product will help you store the energy generated in the daytime and you can use it at night. On the other hand, you can see in different countries, the electricity price is different. Normally, like in China, in in the night, the electricity price is cheap, but in daytime it's more expensive. So we can charge our systems with the grid when the power is cheap, and we can use the power in our system when the price is high. So we can make the difference. Then we can save money. Just now we call our system all-in-one system. It could be connected with grid. As you can see in the picture, the inverters and the batteries are integrated together. And also we have adopted the lithium batteries. So it is best for residential storage systems. It will be more safe. Of course, we paid a lot of attention to the quality of the product. It is very important. So all of our suppliers are first-class suppliers to supply the components. For example, you can see the TI chips, the Infineon IGBT, the Omron, the Fujis, and other famous brands to ensure our top quality. And you can see we are also the first manufacturer to use this kind of technology. We call it gas detector. You can see this is the battery box. And if the battery system has any problems, the first thing happen in the temperature of the battery will go higher than normal. You know that the battery is made of some kind of chemical elements. So at that time, there must be some kinds of gases which are released. When the detection gas, it will give the signal to central system, which will shut down the whole system just to make sure there is no potential accidents. And there are some features. You see it looks like a home appliance with a simple appearance, and also we have very high system power density, which is 89 watt-hour each kilogram. Normally, other products, they only have about 75. It means to provide the same power, we have smaller size and weight. And the battery is pre-installed, which make more convenient for on-site installation. For the installer, it just need 2 hours maximum to finish the installation because there is no other accessories. It is super easy. Our product has a backup function which will help you get the power independent when there is a power outage. We use a UPS level to provide backup power. When the grid power stops, our systems will automatically switch to give power to your home, and its switch time is very short. It is less than 10 milliseconds, so it will make you feel no perception of the power outage. Another advantage is it is very quiet, even more quieter than a refrigerator. The noise is less than 25 dB. Because we use a natural cooling system instead of the fan or the liquid with only aluminum plate as the back of our device. The protection level is IP65, so you can install it both inside of your house or outside of your house. Here, this part, I will talk about how it works. For this product, we have 3 working modes. Normally, we use mode A. We call it self-power. In the morning, the sunshine is not strong, so there is little power from the solar panel. At this moment, we will take the electricity power from our battery, and if the power is not enough, they will make a little power from grid. And as time goes on, when there is enough sunshine, the solar panel will give more power, and the power will first go to your home if you use it. This is the logic. First, you use the power from the solar panel. If there is an extra than you need, the extra power will be used to charge the battery. If the power is enough for your home and for the battery, the extra power will be fed back into the grid. You can choose to feed back to the grid or not. All the power from the solar panels will be saved. First goes to your home, and then the battery, and then the grid. so no power from the solar panels will be wasted. And at night, it will be the same situation with the time in the morning, because there is no sunshine at night. So at night, when you use powers, first it will take power from our battery. If the battery power is not enough, it will take a little electricity from the grid. This is the logic of mode A, self-power. And the second mode is backup. Because, for example, in the US, there are usually be some extreme weathers like storms. When the storm happens, it always damages the power network. If you know tomorrow there will be a storm from the weather forecast, which can cause a power outage, maybe today you can change to mode B to store enough power in the battery for tomorrow. This mode is not very common in UK, but we have this function. The third mode is load shifting. This mode is the most important function and also it is for economic purpose. You know that in many countries, there is difference about electricity prices. We call off-peak hour and peak hour. In off-peak hours, the price is much cheaper than peak hour. So at that time, you can take power from the grid and charge your battery. And when in the peak hour, you can use the power from the battery to save your money. Then you may have the question, how can I choose these three working modes? No problem. We have the app. Its name is Ecos. It is a master of your home energy. You can operate it with our application, Ecos. You can download it in your mobile, in Apple Store or Google Play, and you can install it in your laptop also. It is available. So you can see in the app. You can see here in real time how much power are generated from solar panels, how much power you are taking from the grid, and how much currently your house is using and how much from the battery or going back to the battery. Because it depends on the state of battery. If the battery is full, it will give the power out. And if the battery is not full, so its power is low, so maybe there is extra power which will charge the battery. We not only have the real-time data, but also you can see the heat map. You can know how your home energy is consumed, which can help you better improve your behaviors to reduce carbon emissions and become more friendly to environment. Here you can see we can choose the three different modes on the app. You can choose mode A, mode B, or mode C. If you choose mode B, that is backup, you can decide how much power to be stored in the battery. For example, 15% or 70%. It all depends to your need. You can also find the history of your power consumption on this app, like in the past 1 week, 1 month, or even 1 year. They can give you some suggestions how to save power. And you can also use such kind of products to do VPP, virtual power plant. To understand the power plant is quite easy, but we are a small system. How can be a power plant? Let me explain to you. As you see, because the network always fluctuates, so the network grid company, they need power to support the grid in sometimes. For example, when the consumption of load is higher than normal, traditionally, how they make it? They usually just need to change the output of the station and increase the supply of the power stations. When the load goes down, they just reduce the output of power station. So how we connected with this purpose? Just imagine, like in one city for one system of our products, the power volume is very small, right? Maybe 5 kilowatt hour or 10 kilowatt hour. But imagine if we have 1 million units in one city, because our system is connected with the grid, and also our system is smart and connected by Wi-Fi, If the power company sent a message to every system to tell them to discharge power to the grid because the grid needs power, so 1 million units work together, it can be like a huge power plant. It's very cool, right? And also, we have cooperation with Tuya. Some of you may be familiar with Tuya. It is a platform for the smart home electronic product. For example, the TV, the lamps. If you use this application, you can control your home appliances even you are not at home. And we call it intelligence of things. We work with Tuya with our applications. You can also use Tuya to control the battery storage system. It is the future and it is also the trend. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Nicole. It's impressive to see how user-friendly and cost-effective the Agave all-in-one system is. It truly outshines traditional combination of inverters and battery box, making it a game changer. I can honestly say that I'd consider have one in my own home. So now it's time for our Q&A part for residential energy storage systems. Do you have any questions to ask Nico? Okay, we see one question from Wing. She said, can we expand the battery capacity from 10 kilowatt hour to 15 or 20 or higher in one system?
For one system, it could be expanded from 5 kilowatt hour to 10 kilowatt hour. But if you want to reach 15 or 20 kilowatt hour, I recommend you to connect it in parallel.
Thank you, Nicole. So next, let's hear from Andy about how business looking to improve their energy situation can benefit from what he has to say.
Okay, thanks, Annie, and thanks for your attention. I'm going to give a brief introduction about our newly released ESS solutions for commercial and industrial applications. Before we go through the product, I'd like to introduce the backstage about the system. First of all, we need with the more and more penetration of ESS system in our society, the requirement goes diverse. First of all, from the energy consumers, they are looking for backup supplies, of course, and bill savings, and increase their self-consumptions of renewable energy. And for distribution networks, they're usually functioning frequency regulation. And of course, with ESS, it can delay the infrastructure investment. And recently, we got more and more requirements for microgrid systems. It can replace the diesel generator, of course, reduce the carbon emission, and of course, backup power supplies. And it can also smooth the variable renewable energy output for the power supply. Then we are facing ambient challenges like for salt corrosions and for wind side and also offshore islands and city and factories, especially for the cities, this big metropolis, we have safety and space concerns and constraints to the installation for ESS system. Along with that, we adopt this safety first principles is combining with power electronics and electrochemistry and also electric engineering. We usually call it 3E, and in associate with thermal control, digital technologies, and of course mechanics for this behind the design, the concept of our system. And we have many essential and crucial set points or control points in design the system. First, we adopt IP65 to ensure it can adapt to harsh operating environments. And also we modularized these quick plugs and connected components for this fast installation on-site or preset in the factory. And we also strengthened hot backup designs of power modules. And we initially first integrated temperature, smoke, and carbon monoxide and electrolyte emitted gas detectors combined together to realize early prevention of battery thermal runaways. And also, we partition isolation guarantees the independent circuit and pipelines and also battery racks management in our system. And with this, I want to highlight this thermal control part of our system with introduction of liquid cooling simulation and with real-time 3D thermal field modeling to ensure this time difference in our system is less than 3 degrees, and it can also prolong the system life by about 30% and increase the real usable energy by 9050 kilowatt hours in entire life cycle with only 1 megawatt hours installation. And also we have very strong technical support and service behind it with carrying our EMS system called Pangu OS. We can in prevent of electrical and thermal and mechanical abuses would be accurate, recognized and diagnosed in advance. We can see the picture shot from here. We have 266 PCS control points and 48 on battery and 34 on auxiliary controls. And also we have a very strong after sales service team with 24 hours standby. And here is another unique point we'd like to point out. Our system could be delivered in whole with acquiring this UN 3480 certification, allowing our system with sea transportation in whole, and it can save installation costs about 8,000 US dollars per 1 megawatt hours. And also with this concept, most of the parts are pre-installed in our factory and can prevent some on-site accidents, and also saving the installation time and wearings and everything, about 48 hours for each system. And here are some quotes from the certification UN 38.3, and also we passed this very strict drop test also. And here showing some main certificates we acquired, like for 61000 and 62619. And then here shows the structure of our system. On the left side, here are the energy routers. It can combine with the Tianwu system for multiple application and scenario requirements. And why it's called Tianwu? It's one of the ancient god of China in water. And here we can see from the picture here from this part is the BMS units and the EMS control, and with HV box and battery racks. And here we have the cooling engine and life pump side and PCS down here. As we mentioned before, they are partitioned into mainly 4 parts of the system, and they're isolated for safety concerns. Along with that, we're going to introduce some solutions for multiple requirements, as our system is more flexible for different scenarios. First, it can easily augment it in parallel. Here we can see with our Tianwu C, it's a distribution box. we can augment our system from 1 to 3 to 6 with this typical use of the system. And we break down the application of system into two categories. First is on-grid and off-grid. And also we can divide to AC coupled and DC coupled solutions. Here we are going to give a brief showing. Here is the system diagram about AC coupled on-grid system. Here we can see we through AC bus and with our system, sometimes with the renewables and to the loads through our EMS system. And here is a DC coupled. So we have this DC-DC module, and also we can install a oscillating transformer behind this router for this DC connected system. And also with backups, we can transfer from on-grid mode to off-grid mode easily. Here it is also AC coupled. We can wire the emergency loads through the power router to the system, so it can realize this seamless transfer from on-grid and backup mode. And also we have this DC coupled version of it. This is a very popular kind of scenario recently, like in some island, in some some emerging economies, like in Africa and some part of Asia. This is typical. And also we have some remote areas or some islands, like in the island countries. We have this pure off-grid situation here with PV and also with power routers. We have DC-DC modules and with ATS switch here. And then this is a DC coupled. Here, we also have mentioned before that we can replace the ESS system all associated with a diesel generator, this gensets in synergy with the ESS system in this diagram. And then also DC coupled. Here is what we mentioned before. We can associate with the grid, diesel generator, renewables combined with our system and controlled through our EMS. Here is a off-grid scenario with a ATS. This is an actual component. It can realize about 20 to 30 milliseconds switching time from grid to off-grid. Here as well, DC coupled solution. And this is in cope with this unexpected blackout of the network. And with all these scenarios, we are going to realize this AI SaaS infinitely. And here's the pathway of it. We are going to through Lite and Pro and Max version of it. We're about at this Pro version. So for the EMS system, we can function for anti-fading and renewable input, and also peak shaving and quality management. Also, we are going to introduce this load forecasting and weather forecasting as well, so we can estimate the output and the function and feature of the system. And for the Max version, in very near future, we're going to realize this demand response and virtual power plant mode, and also cable tracking. And afterwards, I'd like to introduce some of the reference cases we've delivered with some on-site photos. First of all, this is a utility project in Hubei, China, and it is in synergy with a 300 megawatt wind farm, and it can smooth the wind farm output and also reduce the curtailment of renewables. This is delivered by recently. And next is a microgrid system with 5 megawatt PV and 3 megawatt hours ESS system in Inner Mongolia. So the infrastructure hasn't covered this area. So for now, it is a off-grid microsystem. But in very near future, when the infrastructure installed here, so this will be a on-grid system. But all the systems are preset already. For the rest, we are going to introduce some commercial and industrial cases here. This is a 7.5 megawatt hours case recently delivered in Guangdong province in China. For each container, it is with capacity of 3,725 kilowatt hours capacity and associated with this PCS and a transformer skid. So it is connected in mid-level voltage about in 10 kilovolts. And for the last is our Tianwu system delivered about a month ago. It is with 466 kilowatt hours. And here is the real picture delivered with our system. I think that's it. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Andy. The features and the effectiveness of Tianwu systems are remarkable, especially with the use of industry-leading battery models from CATL. I'm reassuring to know that such a trusted battery brand is being used. As a customer, we highly value safety, and I'm thrilled to see how our new success stories in action. Here's to more exciting developments in the future. Now it's time for our Q&A part for commercial and industrial energy storage systems. Do you have any questions to ask Andy? I have seen many questions. First one is from Rick. He said, 48 hours save on installation time. Is that compared to a regular battery box container system?
Let me read the question.
His question is say that about the 48-hour installation time is about is it compared to a regular battery box container system?
Yes, it's compared to regular installation. Because for the regulation for shipment, the battery has to be transported separately with the ESS system. So usually we have to install the battery on site itself, and also the wirings and pumpings with the tunnels altogether. We calculate the on-site installation time is about take 2 days for 1 or 2 installation of this site. So that's how it come out.
Thank you, Andy. And the second question is from Mike. He said, is the Tianwu pre-installed or we need to assemble it on site?
It just simply plugging on site, because as we mentioned, we have passed all these tests and acquired these certifications. It is for transportation as a whole and impact device. So which means the batteries and all these wirings are preset before shipment. So the customer only need to plug in on site. About take hours. Yeah.
Okay. The third question is from Jason. He says, can multiple Kian units in a parallel systems be shipped already containerized, or should that be done?
Okay, so we can go to the former picture we showed before. This is also concern about the freight regulation, because if we change the type of the system, we have to pass all these tests all over again. So we are leaning to provide the this device in pieces, and really with this continuity is basically a distribution box, so it can easily augment. Yeah.
Thanks, Andy. And that's all about our Weihen and eCactus webinar today. We hope you have found our insights into the world of energy storage. Whether you are a homeowner looking to embrace a true all-in-one solution, or a business leader seeking commercial and industrial energy storage solutions, you now have the knowledge to make informed decisions. The energy revolution is here, and you are a part of it. If you have any question, you can still ask us. And we also see another question is from Elisa. She said, can the containerized PCS plus battery solutions can be controlled by SCADA and achieve the automatic switch to EG?
Of course, yes. We have this portal to upper control center to SCADA. So if we got these communication protocols from the diesel generators and any other power source like wind and PV inverters as well, we can easily control and connect it to our VLAN system. We save all this portal in the system. Yes.
Thank you, Randy. And thank you all for joining us today. And a message thank to our experts, Nicole and Andy, for sharing their idea. We are excited about the future. Have a fantastic day. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.